The musical Asylum came about through the combination of a number of ideas I had been thinking about. One of them was Charles Dickens' Great Expectations. I was particularly fascinated by the character of Miss Havisham, who was jilted at the altar on a wedding day and spent the rest of her life in her tattered wedding dress, while trying to turn her adopted daughter Estella into a man-hater and prevent a romance between Estella and her childhood companion Pip. I was not interested in the rest of the story, and the circumstances of Miss Havisham and the romance between Pip and Estella were not enough in themselves to give me a canvas for the kind of musical I wanted to create. I toyed with various other ideas, a number of them centered around characters with troubled souls, or people who had faced great adversity in their lives. People like Beethoven, Helen Keller, Nelson Mandela, Marilyn Monroe, as well as fictional characters like Javert and Jean Valjean from Les Miserables. Then I had the idea of combining all these characters together, with each of them, with the exception of Javert, seeking sanctuary from the madness of the world, with the story of Pip and Estella from Great Expectation, providing the romantic centerpiece. The show opens with a cabaret-style MC welcoming people to the asylum.
Welcome to the asylum, where all the crazy folk are mainly on the outside. It's on the outside where there's real danger. That's where the truly evil psychopaths reside. You're much safer in this place, shielded from the human race and the madness that we see around us with each passing day. Here is where we keep the world at bay. The kind of people that you will find here include some outcasts from oppressive institutions, but there are others who are afflicted with some internal damage to their constitutions. They are here to find some peace. They are seeking some release from the ugliness around them that they see from day to day, and the pain that never seems to cease. They all know anguish, all have mental scars from all the things.
Jean Valjean, the troubled character from Les Miserables, arrives at the asylum, seeking sanctuary as he tries to escape the clutches of the obsessive policeman Javert.
It's hell, I need to find shelter. I'm being pursued by a man who is mad. He's wrongly accused me, and so he pursues me, believing that I have done something bad. He's quite obsessed, a rapid policeman whom I think is quite insane. He will not rest, he'll never give in till the day he can say he has got his man. He's chased me all over the country, for 10 long years he has been on my trail. Although I am innocent, he could not care less, all he wants is to see me locked up in jail. He takes delight in punishing any who has.
Jean Valjean learns that he is just one of many afflicted souls who pass through this asylum, which serves as a metaphor for life itself and those who pass through it.
Many pass through here when their lives go astray, searching for redemption and a better way, a way to leave the past behind, somewhere can't talk. In a world filled with so many people who are so forlorn, people who just want to find a new start with tomorrow's dawn. Those who pass through here must leave a past behind. Every last resentment, all the hurt behind them, for their peace of mind. All aggression, all resentment must not pass our door. There's no point in holding on to bad things that have gone before. If you want to make the future better than
Javert, who is the villain of the story, the personification of bureaucratic madness and oppression, arrives at the asylum in search of Jean Valjean, vowing to persecute all those who seek refuge at the asylum.
You wretched people, you're so pathetic. I think you should have been put down at birth. You're wasting space here and scarce resources. You're nothing but a blight upon the earth. I will not rest until I end this abomination. I will not rest till I put all of you on the street. There are too many other people like you. We can't support those who do not contribute, who will not work hard, who are bone idle, who try to peddle views that I dispute. I have no time for the lame and the useless. I'll work hard for the day when you're all made to pay.
We can't help the way we are. God made us the way we are. We just cannot help being who we are.
God did not make you that way. It's the devil's work, I say.
You are unbalanced to think that way. You're so aggressive. You're obscene. Can't you see that you are most in need of healing? You're so obsessive, so filled with hatred and mistrust. You belong in an asylum more than us. It is so sad that you're filled with such hatred. Can't you see, Javert, you're the cause of your own despair?
Javert is sent on his way, but he vows to return and make life as miserable as possible for everyone in the asylum. You mark my words, I will return, and I will see this place burn. I'll make you suffer. When I return here, you will repent, and you will know real fear. I am not someone you should trifle with. Underestimate me, and you'll soon regret it. You have tried to cross me, and I will not forget it. Take it from me, I will return, and you will see the bad side of me. Jean Valjean emerges from hiding and laments his life on the run as a fugitive.
All I want is some peace of mind and a place to call my own. I'm so tired of a nomad's life, and I'm tired of being alone. It seems that I have been on the move forever, never a chance to rest. All I have known while I've been out on the road is a life of much distress. I just want an end to running away. I am sick of these fugitive times, particularly when I'm innocent of any crimes. I got caught up in a web of circumstances that pointed to my guilt. I was accused of a most horrendous murder I did not commit. Then I found myself railroaded, even though I was an innocent man. Nothing I said made any difference, so in the end I simply ran. I ran.
The MC reflects on some of the troubled souls who have sought sanctuary at the asylum.
So many troubled souls trapped inside a web of night, trying to escape the darkness, hoping for the light. So many souls in pain, wilting from the endless strain, longing to escape the rain and find some peace again, dreaming of some time somewhere. Well, there.
One of these troubled souls, Miss Havisham, from Great Expectations, is still suffering after being jilted at the altar on her wedding day.
How can I ever recover? It feels like my life is over. I swear I'll never give my heart again. I'll never trust a man.
Feeling like that, who can blame her? When such things happen to shame her, left at the altar on her wedding day, what more is there to say? No one can blame her if she's filled with hate. His only interest was in her estate.
How can a man treat a woman this way?
Oh, what a sad wedding day.
Miss Havisham's adopted daughter, Estella, has problems of her own, most of it arising from Miss Havisham's attempts to turn her into a man-hater and to thwart any romance between her and her childhood friend, Pip.
The world keeps trying to invade my meditation.
Do not let the world
I hear the sound of people banging at the door.
let nobody in.
I just want to be left alone. I just want to be on my own. My heart lies bleeding on the floor, and I don't think I can take it anymore.
Don't you let a man inside your door.
My life has been a life of sorrow. I have been taught to expect the worst. Tomorrow holds no hope for me at all. like this curse.
It is much safer to expect the worst.
I've been trained to think that every man is evil.
Every man is evil.
Though my heart resists, my head is in a whirl.
Don't be a silly girl.
I long to give my heart away, but my training drives such dreams away. I was taught that men were there to hate, and I don't think that can change. It's too late.
Don't you trust a man or you'll regret it.
He seems sincere when he says he loves me, but I suspect him just the same. I do like him, but could it be that he is simply playing some game?
You can just bet he is playing a game.
Just when I start to see things in a better light, I hear her voice going round in my head.
Never put your fate in the hands of any man. If you do, you'll be better off dead.
I don't know what to believe, I don't know what's false and what is true. After all that I've been through, I don't know what to do. The world keeps trying to invade our meditation. I hear the sound of people banging at the door. We just want to be left alone. We just want to be on our own. Our hearts lie bleeding on the floor, and we don't think we can take it anymore.
Our life has been a life of sorrow. We have been taught to expect the worst.
Tomorrow holds no hope for us at all. Our lives are cursed.
Our lives are cursed.
Pip dreams of the day when he will be able to rescue Estella from the clutches of Miss Havisham, and they can finally be together.
Each time I see her, my heart's a tremble. Something about her just makes my pulse rise. Though she appears to be totally indifferent to me, I feel something stir when I look in her eyes. Looking at her feels like seeing the future. I can't imagine a life without her. Though she has given me no cause to think that it's so, deep down it just feels like something I know. Maybe one day she will come to see things in a different light. That's what I dream of as I lie awake in my bed at night. I dream that one day she'll wake up and finally see that she's meant for me, that it's destined.
The MC observes that you don't have to be poor or downtrodden or the unwitting victim of forces ranged against you to experience suffering. Fame and public adulation have produced many troubled souls, he says, citing Marilyn Monroe as the classic example.
I was launched into stardom, but I was not ready to cope with the pressures of fame. I became quite bewildered by all the attention, with everyone knowing my name. I could not understand why they made such a fuss of a small town nobody like me. But then I could see that they just wanted me to be who they wanted to see. It's just so hard when people force me to be someone who isn't the person they all see. Someone who isn't me. For the person they see on the big silver screen is not really the person I am. No one cares about who the real person may be, for the public just don't give a damn. It's the same with the others you see on the screen. Most are not quite the people they seem. People simply project their own wishes on you, and you become trapped in a dream. There's no escape once you get caught in the trap. And when the pressure begins to crush your soul, there is no going back. I have not suffered alone. Many have suffered it too. So many lives are destroyed by fame. Most people don't have a clue. So many souls.
Ludwig van Beethoven and Helen Keller tell of their ordeals.
I cannot hear my music. My ears are stopped. No sound gets through. I only hear this noise inside my head. I am trapped in a prison of deafness, where my music is a memory. I've been cut off from the only thing that means anything to me.
You may not hear, but you can see. I'd give the world to have my sight restored. I am trapped in a prison of darkness. There is nothing I can see. I will never know the faces of all the ones I hold dear to me. In this world there are many different kinds of prison. No matter where you go, you will find it everywhere. So many are trapped in their own prison. So many have a cross to bear. We have to find a way.
As he promised to do, Javert returns with new threats. I have returned just as I warned, and I'll keep on returning. Sometimes I may come in different guises, but you will always recognize me. I have many names, some of them you know. What they have in common is they represent a bureaucratic nightmare, meddlesome oppression, mingled with obsession. Take it from me, you will soon see much misery when I get you. Better watch out when I am about, for I am out to get you. I will pursue you. You can't escape me wherever you... Javert tells the people at the asylum that they are not in a sanctuary, but in a prison that is designed to drive them mad. All but Javert suddenly find themselves penned in by prison bars. But Martin Luther King offers hope.
Heard your crazy talk about the prisons of the mind. Well, here you'll find a prison of a very different kind. It's a prison that has been designed to make sure that you are well confined, where you never ever get away, where you'll face a lot of torment every day. In here your life will be cold and desperate, abandon hope all ye that enter here. Each day in here will seem like eternity, and be riddled with
You are the one who belong behind bars.
The curious irony is that if you're not crazy yet, your time behind these bars will surely change, that you can bet. The conditions here are worse than bad, they are guaranteed to drive you mad. When every day is just the same, it will scramble all the parts of your brain.
That won't happen, not if I can help it.
And who are you to dare to challenge me?
My name is Martin Luther King, and I am here to try to ensure that you cannot do anything.
You cannot stop me, not someone like you. I have heard that you preach words of peace that won't do you any good here, for the only thing these people understand is the threat of terror and the taste of fear.
Martin Luther King ends the first act with his vision of a day when all will be free of oppression. The chorus joins in, though not in this recorded version.
Is